In this video, guys, I'm going to explore the concept of it's not the market, it's your reaction to the market. Stay tuned. Hey guys, a very warm welcome to you. Right, so this might seem like a relatively simple concept, but if you keep this in the back of your mind when you're trading, sometimes it can help you step back from making impulsive decisions. It can help you get control of your trading emotions much more effectively. It can stop you getting frustrated. It can stop you revenge trading. It can stop you trading out FOMO. All these things that we know get triggered by an emotional response to something. And so what I want to point out in this video, guys, is that, hey, listen, the market can do what it wants, but how you respond to what it does is the key. And as traders, we should respond with clarity, with careful, logical thought processing. Yes, emotion's going to come into it, always is, but harness it rather than let it control you. The market goes to highs, you feel like you should be on it, you're going to get that FOMO trigger. If you're not even involved in it, you're not even going to care. Listen, how many people out there are trading far month futures contract on wheat? Probably not that many, I'm guessing. Might have a few of you out there, give it a thumbs up if you are, but if you're not, will you care if I told you now that that market was going to highs? You couldn't care less. It's irrelevant. It's not on your radar. You've not been looking at it. You've got no position in it. You've not been thinking about trading it. It's of no relevance for you whatsoever. And so your response is, meh, I don't care, right? However, now I say to you, right, well, the market you've been watching, that currency pair you've been watching, you think is going to rip to highs, are just gone and you're not in it. How are you feeling? You're feeling a heck of a lot different than you were to the wheat trade, to the wheat chart, because you've got some commitment to it. You've said it, you've called it, whatever you want to say, and you're not in it, and so you're annoyed and you're frustrated. Even worse, let's say you're short and it's gone to highs. How are you feeling? Check this out. It's the market still doing the same thing as we're doing in wheat, but you're in it this time. So your response is going to be an emotional response based on what's happening. And so the goal, guys, is to get to that wheat scenario. Get to the scenario where the market is moving in a direction, the market is doing something, and you don't care what it does because you are just executing your plan. And yes, there's never going to get to that full thing of I don't care, because of course we want to make profits, we want to make money, we don't want to lose too much, we want to make as much money as we can in our trading. That's the whole point of us trading, right? We enjoy it, yeah, sure, that's great, but ultimately we want to make the money. So if we can get to that point where, hey, the market does something, it sits in a range. Oh, I'm annoyed there's nothing going on, I can't trade, it's sitting in a range. Would you care if it was the wheat market? You couldn't care less. So that's the thing, guys, is, okay, check your response. And if you find yourself getting emotional, getting concerned about the market, triggering all these emotions, from negative emotions to even excessively positive emotions, which can have a knock-on effect on your trading ability moving forward. If you think you're like a god and a guru, nothing can go wrong, look at me, I'm like the best trader ever, you're going to get smacked by the market later. So even those, if you can take stock of the situation and go, right, you know what, am I responding to this as I would respond to a market that I don't care about? No, I'm responding to it far more excessively, too much. Now, are you going to completely choke that off? No, I don't want you to. I want you to harness emotion as well, and it's useful. Having emotion in trading is useful when used correctly. But what this does do is it just helps you stop for a moment and you go, right, this is how I'm feeling now, whether I'm frustrated from missing the trade, whether I'm annoyed at being stopped out, whatever it may be. This is my response to the same market that I wouldn't care about if I wasn't involved in it. Now, you might say, well, this is obvious. And yes, it is obvious. It's the same kind of thing in walking down the street. If, there's all sorts of things that could happen to you. You get pushed into the river. Would you be annoyed at it? Yeah. Would you be annoyed at a random stranger being pushed into the river? Probably not. Probably happens all the time. You don't know about it. But the point is, guys, if you can recognize how you're responding is a function of your response, your choice of response. And yes, I recognize it's subconscious, recognize we can't always control our emotions quickly, but we can be self-aware enough to know, and this sometimes helps. Looking at this sometimes helps, guys. Say, this is my response to it. This is just the way that I'm perceiving it. How can I perceive it differently? What different data can I get from this? How can I dampen this pressure, this frustration, this anger, and this elation? How can I just control it and be more calm and logical? That might help stop you getting to a position where you're super frustrated. I can't do anything right. I keep getting stopped out. I keep doing this, keep doing that. Take a step back, you feel it and go, this is just my response to the market because I'm involved in it. What is it actually telling me? What is it actually doing? It's just going to highs because we're in an uptrend and we're in a bull market. What more could I expect? And you start to then evaluate things a little bit calmer, a little bit more in a more logical way. Put your strategy into place of it rather than running from a place of emotion. Anyway, guys, I hope that's helped think about things differently. You know, looking at how you're reacting to the market may seem simple, but it can, all we need sometimes is just that one thing that bang, just steps us out and goes, right, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm just, rather than then going in the cycle of frustration over trading and chasing all the stuff that then triggers, it's stopping that process and going, right, okay, look at it clearly. Yeah, I'm responding to this way too much. Let's just take a step back, redo our process, get back into the groove slowly. And if you do that and don't let your emotions take too much control of your trading, you'll have a far, far easier journey. All right, guys, see you next one. Take care. Hope this helps. Thumbs up if it has. Bye-bye.